Recently, I was contacted by an MLM to be an ambassador for their company. I was told the usual spiel of it being good money, how easy it was to get into, regardless of your work experience, etc. I'm a really busy person and knew what I was getting into, if ever, so I said I'd think about it and never got back to it again, as, well, ghosting goes.
I'm going ghost!
To those who don't know, MLMs are scams. You can get rich in them, but it's highly unlikely due to the business model, so better not to risk it in general. Well, that's the end of the video, I guess. What the end credits are for PsyPoints. Anyway. Okay, let's be fair and throw the argument back directly to me. But what about all of the successful ones? If they're so bad, why do so many people get into them in the first place? Well, in the times I was nearly recruited by them, the big thing that I noticed was how they used a lot of modern manipulation tactics in psychology to actually hire people in the first place. As a result, they sucker a lot of people into the business and the business model keeps on going. So, today I want to put my nearly finished degree to good use and warn you about the dangers of MLMs, what psychological tricks they might use to manipulate others, and how to spot them yourself. Welcome to PsyPop. In this series, we'll be tackling how pop culture or something within pop culture has displayed a phenomenon where we can learn from it in the context of psychology and or mental health. If you like the series and don't want to miss out on future episodes, don't forget to show us support by liking and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to get a notification whenever we post a new video. Multi-level marketing, also infamously known as MLM, as I'll refer to it from now on, can be briefly defined as the type of business which relied on independent sellers to sell their products to potential buyers. This is vastly different from stores that you usually see, where businesses rely on advertisement and unified company marketing via stores and hired staff as a way to sell their product. Another main difference is that the independent sellers or distributors are technically not a part of the company's staff. Rather, they work as if they're handling their own mini businesses using the products given to them that they pay for, by the way. I'll explain that more in a bit. In the world of MLM, distributors are given the responsibility to recruit more distributors in order to earn more profit. And for some MLMs, a way to increase their job position. So think of it as a form of pyramid scheme, where when you start, you're somewhere at the bottom and you work under someone else. But as you hire 2 more people, let's say, those people are below you in the pyramid and you're technically higher in the pyramid. And it starts to keep on going as they hire even more people. And it starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger down. And you get more profit from that, supposedly. But another thing to remember is that the distributors must pay for the company's products with their earnings rather than the other way around that most may be familiar with, where the company will pay them. It's because of this on why some MLMs are deemed suspicious or not a good business model. Quite frankly, the business model is not as get rich easy as it promises, and there are many risks that come with the model. At the end of the day, you're still selling a product. So unless you somehow can sweet talk an entire crowd of people to buy the product you need to sell, it's going to take a lot of work. And when you actually do sell everything, you still have to buy more of the product to sell again. Due to the constant need of buying and selling products, your expected amount of income may be less than you anticipated at the beginning, which then leads to my next and final point. There isn't really a high success rate. Again, you have to sell a product. You have to be good at marketing the product in order to profit. People who usually partake in MLMs need to be able to sell a lot in order to earn a lot. Unless you have a large community with the same needs, you may have issues finding people who are willing to purchase the product. Some people either just break even or don't. Or, and this is the dark part, start to scam others into the same, and since they're at the bottom of the pyramid, the ones who are above it, meaning the one who hired them, will get paid even more to try and break even, while the ones at the bottom still have to struggle for it. Either way, it's harder to get rich than the MLM makes it seem, and it involves possibly having to take even more shady actions to try and break even and get more people under you. Now, I want to talk about the manipulation tricks used by recruiters and networkers in the first place, just so you can avoid ending up like this. Emotional manipulation. Pathos. A lot of these MLM pyramid schemes and other businesses in this vein often appeal to the emotions and desires of their target audience, namely by offering encouraging ideas of getting rich quick or supposedly presenting lots of opportunities to grow and advance, and entices people who would see it as a viable way to easily get ahead in life, because who wouldn't want an easy road to success, right? They may compound this by sharing personal stories that may be true or false of how employees or those working in the business have managed to rise up the ladder and grow successful. This gives off a sense of being relatable, which can then make you feel like something that they accomplish is just as attainable for you too, which may not necessarily be a lie depending on the context, but it's a tactic all the same. The biggest key toward being mindful and guarding against this is to be skeptical. Don't always take things at face value and consider the reasoning behind why they are doing what they are doing. Not to be too overwhelmingly cynical, but just be mindful of the fact that recruiters and networkers will likely have ulterior motives behind their words and actions to get you below them in that hierarchy. Sharing facts. Logos. Nothing is sexier and more persuasive than a recruiter who knows how to share fun facts about their respective MLMs and why their business could give distributors a chance to rise up and become financially rich. Additionally, sharing information about the potential positive effects about the products not only motivates you to use the products and services, but also share it to other people, especially your own family. In a way, you feel like you're partaking in a noble mission to provide people's needs, whether it may be affordable clothing bags or healthy items. Either way, it's to bring you in. Do keep in mind though, although this sharing of information justifies it, this information isn't always complete or true, and the recruiters can easily cherry pick only the most appealing portions of the job. So when this happens, don't forget to ask questions and do your own research outside what the recruiter says. Prove it by an expert, even if it's not really true/vague ethos. It's a common trick by most commercials and advertisements to use experts as a way to prove that their products or services are useful, and that becoming a distributor in this case is 100% worth it. However, be mindful that bad reviews can always be covered up, and those experts, which I've been saying in quotation marks up till now, may not be certified at all or the right target audience they're supposed to be aiming for in the first place. The best way to avoid yourself getting persuaded easily by these vague claims is to review and research. I will highly emphasize those two words. In the case of food supplements, medicines, and makeup, each country has their own label of certification to determine if the food/health product is considered safe to consume, or in the case of makeup, to place on your face. For other products such as clothes, bags, and accessories, it's good to take the extra step by going through forums that talk about these products/services and its negative effects, such as possible allergic reactions, illnesses, etc. MLMs are amazing on paper, but sadly, it's a lot harder to get successful in them than these companies like to admit. But I don't blame others for falling into the trap. MLMs manipulate people into them normally and do it really well. Heck, the one who tried to hire me was an ex-psychometrician, and the reason they joined in was because it allegedly paid better than the psychometrician job, which just emphasizes how underpaid mental health practitioners are in the Philippines, by the way, but that's a video for another time. My point is that the model sounds appealing, but it's incredibly risky and full of dishonest people. I just wanted to give you a real look at the topic without the manipulation involved, without all of the blinding lights, so you can choose while being aware of the truth. Thank you, all of you, for watching this. Really, I just wanted to get it out there because it's something that hit me recently, and I just really wanted to talk about it. But that's just how I got inspired by it. I'm very inspired by if any of you want to talk about something as well. So by all means, please comment any topic you'd like for us to tackle next. And please like and subscribe to the channel for more content coming your way. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a great day ahead, and please stay safe and always review and research to be careful. I hope you all have a great day ahead. Take care.